TAM can be.
Yeah.
So you can pay down, you can use it towards transfer fees, you can pay down transfer fees, you can use it for pretty much anything, where TAM is very focused, and I'm not going to get into it.
And I think
if
it was a little confusing going in, I think this trade backs up exactly your point of the 1.5 value, because so you want to do the ratio between the TAM and GAM traded to, or exchange between the LA Galaxy. It was, the ratio comes out to be 1.4444444444, and I think that would go on a little while.
And it, I didn't see any of the talking heads suggest that was a bad deal for Minnesota.
Let's stop the Calvo talk right now. Let's close it up. Let's go to break. When we come back from break, there are some peeps from T&E who are here.
Yeah,
they actually showed up.
And we always
they're going to come on. They're going to come on after the break.
Yeah, we always hear from one of them.
We do.
So maybe we won't let him talk.
Do we not want to let Corey talk at all?
I don't know. I mean, maybe Jen would like to say something.
Yeah.
Because I know you really liked Calvo.
I did.
So maybe we could have Jen say something
after the
about
break.
Calvo.
We can have Jen on. We can have Corey on. Everybody who wants to be on, we can have them on.
Yes.
But when we come back from the break, we're going to preview tonight's matchup against the Fire.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about Cincinnati's firing.
And New England's
firing. And then maybe, if we have time, I do want to talk a little zombie at the end.
Oh my God, a third
Because
episode?
we're in Chicago, and I have a new theory. And the guys from the Thunderwall, if they're listening to this podcast, I think they would want to be involved in this theory.
And that's great, because obviously I had to miss the last podcast due to my day job travels. But I didn't get a word in on that zombie talk.
I have new theories because we're in Chicago, and I have new theories about how it happened here. So we'll be back in a little bit from 5 Rabbit Cervecería. Welcome back, everybody. And we're at 5 Rabbit Cervecería right now. And we have some special guests, don't we?
We do.
Corey and Jen from T&E.
Now, I wouldn't say that...
And Wonderwall.
I wouldn't say that Corey's necessarily special anymore.
Corey just kind of hangs around now.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. He's at every podcast lately. It's been kind of weird.
My mom and my wife think I'm special. That's good enough.
So, of course, everybody here is going to the game tonight.
Yep.
Let's do a little preview about it. Let's get... Corey, let's get your thoughts first about tonight's game. I mean, with the Calvo situation and everything going on, do you think this is going to be like United's going to kick the crap out of them, or is there going to be fireworks happening? I mean, what's going to happen?
So I've been taking over-under on bets on Calvo, that it's going to be red or yellow somewhere in the first 30 minutes.
Yep.
Are you over under that?
I'm under. So
right.
I figure it's going to be 10, 15 minutes and he's going to get a card.
Okay.
Match? I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
The 5-0 Chicago win the other day was a fluke.
It was a fluke.
Yeah,
it was.
I watched that one, and I definitely think that's a lot to do with New England's. New England looked terrible.
Yeah.
Just bad.
So, what do you think for the score?
3-1.
3-1?
That's what I was gonna say.
Good score.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go to Jen, because Jen is a huge Calvo fan.
I was.
You were? Not anymore. So why, Jen? Why is Calvo?
I think he was one of the first players that I ever got to meet.
Sure.
So he's very personable. He's very friendly. And, he was just fun to hang around with. And then he's on field. He's been pouting. Like, I feel like it's a big pout thing. I'm not doing what I want. So I'm just going to be a jerk.
Yeah.
And then the stuff he said about the team. You know, he was traded. He didn't want to be here. He acted like he didn't want to be here. So, and then calling basically saying like we threw him out with like trash.
Yeah.
Wait,
pretty
where's
much.
Neil? We have to say that chant. So I think it's just I'm disappointed. I was heartbroken just because of how he acted. Like it's so unprofessional
And you found out just recently now that his cologne is Old Spice.
You guys, it's legit. It's Old Spice. How is that possible? I'm going to Walgreens. I got to smell them all now.
I mean, I guess there is a chance. He was wearing the last game, I think. He was wearing a Givenchy shirt.
He always wears that T-shirt.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
I mean, I don't
Want
pay
to see
that
pictures?
close
I mean, just with us. Not like I'm a stalker or anything.
So, so you can see that Jen is a huge Cowboy fan, or was.
Yeah.
And then some things came to light today about the Old Spice, and now it's
Very disappointing.
now. So, Jen, what do you think about tonight's game? I mean,
You know, I was going to say, like, I felt like it's going to be 3-1, 2. That's what I feel like. There's like 202 of us from Wonderwall here.
Sure.
Strong. And I think we do that. We ignite our players, and that's what we're there for. So I feel like we're just going to keep going. Like, it's going to be, again, 90 minutes nonstop, 90 plus, whatever it is. But who knows?
And our tradition is to sing Wonderwall in Toyota Park, SeatGeek Stadium, whatever they want to call that thing. So, and you know, we love tradition. So, of course, you know, we're going to be singing Wonderwall here in about 5 hours. So,
and so we, three of us, Sterling, you're with these guys
I
tonight.
am with those guys.
Three of us, me and Dave and Nels, we actually are sitting in section, what is it, 20...
It's 105.
105, we're in the front row.
so you'll be right below us.
So if you guys start singing Wonderwall, we will sing Wonderwall in the first row
right.
down there.
All right.
Definitely be
We will
looking
do it.
forward to
We'll
that.
do it.
All right.
Yeah. I might be drunk at that point, but I'll still sing Wonderwall.
you can sit and sing. It's just fine.
You know, I don't. Wonderwall sounds good, sober, or drunk.
Yeah. True story.
And depending on how well you sing, it might be better that you're drunk. I don't know. I've never
You don't
heard
want to
you
hear me
sing.
sing.
I'm not a good singer in
Yeah.
either condition,
Yeah.
personally, so.
Yeah.
But I'll do my best.
No. I think actually Nels is the best singer out of the three of us.
Oh, without a doubt.
He is.
Well, that's who I'm looking for to be singing. So.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So you guys, both of you think it's going to be a win tonight.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I was excited to do this podcast here and then go to the game here.
Right.
Very excited.
Yeah.
But when the Calvo trade happened, like I said previously, it jumped it up to 11 for me.
Yep.
Because this is war now. This is war
Yep.
on the soccer field.
Yep.
Yep.
You know? And I do think, Corey, I think your thing of him getting a yellow card or a red card,
Yeah.
I think he's going to get a red card tonight.
yeah.
Oh, I do too.
I
Yeah.
think he's going to.
I placed a bet with someone on Twitter, and I don't remember who it was. But I said that he wouldn't, if he started, he wouldn't finish. And
Oh,
it'd be
he's
a red card.
no. There's no way. He's
So
finishing.
I don't.
Yeah.
I kind of hope either he doesn't finish and I'm right, or the person who I bet doesn't remember that I bet them, because I don't remember
Right.
who I bet.
So we're missing somebody. Zach is not here.
Yeah, and he said he would.
And what was he doing before this?
Breakfast.
So he messaged me. I don't know. We'll go with 12:30.
Yeah.
Saying he was eating breakfast.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, I hope his ham and eggs were great.
Yeah, they've better been really good.
But I missed him being here. That's why I got to give him
Oh
shit
yeah.
right now.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely, absolutely.
Again, between Zach and Corey, these guys have been great with us. They've been on podcasts before. It's been a fun time. I'm glad you guys came out here.
Oh yeah.
Hang out with us before the game.
Wouldn't miss it.
Man, it's great to be in Chicago doing a podcast before a game at SeatGeek Stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and and to talk about this brewery more, we got to speak with Mila,
Yeah.
and it was cool to hear about the brewery and how originally it was only supposed to be a production facility.
Yeah.
And then eventually people just kept showing up asking for beer.
Yeah,
and
she
so
said
they
people would show up
slowly
and like,
expanded.
can we get samples?
Wow.
And then she's like, well, and then they started off with one table here.
Okay.
And after that, it grew out of that. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great beer.
Yeah, it's
It's
fantastic.
so good. Yeah.
And speaking of beers, have you?
Well, I got the Chicago. How would you say it?
She
Chicago.
called it Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah. Which is your typical Mexican lager.
Yeah.
And very good. Stevens, you have finished up your flight.
Yeah, yep. So I've tried them all. 5 Lizard, the 5 Lizard, 5 Vulture, and I'm drinking. I don't want to butcher the pronunciation, but I'm drinking the Hootsie right now. And I also had the Chiara. But I think what David Sterling's having right now, the 5 Vulture, that was kind of the most interesting one because it's a dark beer with the pepper spice, and it leaves definitely a good aftertaste in your mouth, but it's very spicy and nice.
She give you the killer tomato?
I think that's what she must.
I think she gave you the killer tomato.
We're talking about this is the name of the beer: Attack of the Killer Tomato Saison Part 2, Tomatillo's Revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's smoky. It's nice. Tastes slightly tomatoey. It's really good. And speaking of the Vulture, as I'm also drinking that, the Vulture's fantastic. I love that little kick in the back of the throat. It's a good beer. The ancho chilies are fantastic.
These are all great beers they have here, but nothing compares to the True North Elite pre-Prohibition lager you can find at Dual Citizen, right?
Right. You know, you said that as like they're sponsoring us.
And Max said he'd brew it as long as people are ordering
That's
it.
right.
So it's still there.
So we're plugging a beer that...
I'll plug Dual Citizen till I die. Max is a big guy.
And speaking of, Mila told us about Goose Island is having a
dodgeball
tournament for
between
all the
breweries.
local breweries.
Yeah.
So this is something that seriously the Minnesota breweries have to get on board with.
We should get
and
Max
do
on
their
this.
own dodgeball tournament.
Yeah. We should get Max and say, hey, do a dodgeball tournament. That'd be fun.
I just want him to make beer, so if he wants to play dodgeball too, that's great. But
dodgeball and beer, Corey. Come on.
Both combined? I mean, it'd
be fun.
Okay.
So, Corey, you guys, what section are you guys in tonight?
We are in section 204.
So yeah,
Okay.
right above.
Right above where we're at. So.
Yeah.
And now that was changed.
It was changed.
From 2017.
It was changed. The previous supporter section was actually section 134.
Okay.
Was that changed because of us?
No.
Okay.
So it was changed when the former Sector Latino, now used to be in section 101. And after the issues that they went through last year and then the return, they moved to section 134, which is the east-north end of the stadium, which was right next to the former away supporter section. So, and as per MLS tradition, they like to put the away supporters in the worst section in the stadium.
Of course.
Right, yeah.
So, which is section 204. Okay. So that's where we are.
I was just wondering, with how many people came down the last time we were down, I was thinking that maybe they were like, okay, we're going to shove you into a really small section so you don't overpower us like you did before.
We're still going to overpower them,
yeah,
but
we will.
It's a little of that. I mean, last year we came down with, I'll do in quotations, 250. It was closer to 325. But yeah, that was a lot. So we're hoping with the numbers we have, which they're saying 202, but we'll see what that is, that we can bring that same energy.
I think, I believe you guys are going to have a lot of people in the Wonder Wall, kind of your section up there.
Yeah.
But I think there's also going to be like people like us. We're going to be in different parts of the stadium.
Yeah.
Who are United fans as well. So I think you're going to hear, if you watch it on TV tonight, I think you're going to hear a lot of cheering when the Loons score a goal or whatever. It's going to be great.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of attendance they get, because I know their match against the Revolution on Wednesday, it was pretty sparse.
Yeah.
But I mean, this being a weekend Saturday game, you would think it would be better.
I mean, it does look like
the not beautiful, to say the least.
The sun came out.
It did?
It's raining.
But it's raining.
It's raining?
Yeah, it's supposed to
it
stop
is
right
raining.
before match time. So,
Good.
Wow.
so
Sun's out and it's raining.
Okay, I was going to say we're getting disputing claims here.
it's sunny raining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sunny raining.
We'll agree on that.
I think another cool thing about this matchup is the fact that we're slowly invading Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it makes it easier to have supporters or fans, supporter, whatever you want to call them, come down apart from Wonderwall because, for instance, yesterday's Brewers game, they're an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can, if there's a Minnesota United fan in Beloit. They're 40 minutes away.
We actually saw a United fan